Are you new to the quarterback position? Or maybe you just want to build your knowledge? In this video series, QB 101, we're going to be covering all the basics that you need to know. We'll be breaking down a whole bunch of different topics to not only help you succeed in the quarterback position, but to make sure you have fun doing it. In today's video, we're going to talk about the flood concept. And this is a really good concept for new quarterbacks to run because we are looking at a high-low read and it becomes really easy to register and then make a good decision because it's not too complicated. So let's take a look at the flood concept. Now this is a play that is very popular from trips. I'm going to show you how it works in trips, but we're going to work in our 2x2 just to get started. So what we have on the play side, we have an outside release fade, all right, so that's our deep shot. We have a 10-yard out from the slot, and then we have this drag that heads out into the flats, all right? They want to be about 4 yards deep here, about 9 to 10 yards here, and then of course this fade keeps going deep. So what we have here, a deep, an intermediate, and a shallow concept to pass through. And usually what is going to happen is you're going to have two defenders that have to defend 3 different routes, all right? This guy's coming screaming across. It's going to be very hard to cover against him. Now, yes, of course, good defense is going to be able to adjust. Maybe this guy drops back, this safety is a stud comes across, and this outside linebacker is going to defend the drag. Now, that is a genuine possibility, all right? That can happen anytime no one's open. We take the ball and we just run, all right? The other thing we have backside is this slant. And again, we like to talk about if we have something that we like, all right, let's take that backside shot. So if we got this linebacker over here and they're not going to get in the way of the slant, maybe they're creeping up. They're kind of what we call apexing. So they're halfway between the guard and the slot receiver. We've got lots of room inside here, all right? Especially if this defender is far back, then we can just take that slant. And that is something you need to be looking at in your pre-snap read, all right? So before the snap, we're having a look where the corners, where are the safeties. Oh, they're off. We've got lots of room. All right, let's take the snap and let's throw that easy slant. Easy 4 or 5 yards. We'll take that every day of the week, all right? If that is not on, all right, maybe this corner is up a little bit too tight. It's not looking good. All right, we need to come to the concept side. Now, the good thing about having it from trips, it really forces the defense to do something different. Now, when you look at this is how they should adjust to this. Now we have a whole lot of room over here for this slant, all right? Yeah, they might put a middle linebacker out here. I mean, that would be pretty nonsense. Maybe they bring their safety down. I don't know, but really it's one-on-one over here. And if this is a good player, the 3-step slant should be good to go. Inversely, if they try and take that away and they go man press, all right, hopefully you have a little signal to check to a fade and we can go outside release fade, all right, and they are on their own over here, all right. Again, we're going to talk about audibles in a different video. Let's go back to the play side. So we got outside release fade. It's important they get outside release. They're drawing this corner back with them, all right. They want to just go, and that brings that corner out of the way. This one, 10-yard out, all right? If your receivers aren't too fast, you might want this to be an 8-yard out, all right? You don't want to be getting sacked in the backfield waiting for this break, and then you want to speed out over here. So again, it's about 4 to 5 yards. It's about 8 to 10 yards, and this, of course, is deep. Now, right here, all right, this defender is either going to go deep to cover the 10-yard out, or they're going to sit down shallow, especially if they're sitting in some kind of zone coverage. One of these two are likely to come open. It's important this receiver really sprints out there fast. Don't give this defender an opportunity to get out there. And our read key is really simple. First, we make sure the fade is not wide open. All right, so we have a glance at this defender here, and the person we are reading is this defender here, all right? They need to choose between the 8 to 10 yard out or the 4 to 5 yard out. And it's important that these two routes aren't too close together, because if they start getting close, then this defender can kind of defend both, all right? So make sure there's some disparity in depth. You can even run this really shallow at 2 to 3 yards if that's what you want to do, all right? And hopefully the safety is not even in contention of that play, all right? So pre-snap read, we're in trips, we're having a look. Can we take this slant? Can we take advantage of it? Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Okay, we're gonna go to this trips concept. Take the snap, first step back. As always, eyes to the safety for your first step. Make sure that they're not screaming down and doing something crazy, all right? Eyes to the safety. If they're staying still, we're coming over here and we're reading this over here. Can we get the fade? No, we can't get the fade. Then we are reading that defender. Whoever they cover, we are throwing to the other person. And it's really that simple. This concept really works really well on 9-on-9, and it's a great way to get either 4 yards or 8 to 10 yards in regular plays. All right, so hopefully this makes sense. It hasn't gotten too complicated. If you have any questions about the FUD concept, leave a comment. I am more than happy to answer your questions, and we'll see you in that next video.